What is up, YouTube? Four Leaf Cards here. Hey, just checking in, doing a little bit of a live session. Scott over at Reindeer Studios and I are going to be part of Hobbypalooza this weekend. So we are pretty excited here, just trying some new lighting setups to see if I can get rid of some shadows. Seems to be working fairly well, but we're going to give it a test tonight. But if you guys don't know, Hobbypalooza is going on this weekend. Lots of great shows, lots of different YouTube channels going on. I just watched the kind of kickoff meeting with Tops. Lots of great questions going on there, and so that's pretty awesome. So it's gonna be a whole weekend of hobby stuff. So make sure you check that out. Everybody is going to be streaming on their own channel. But Bench Clear Media is kind of hosting a little bit of that and kind of managing it a little bit. So check out Bench Clear Media. And we're going to be on Sunday afternoon. I think it's 3 Central, so 4 Eastern for me. And Scott and I are going to do something with some drawings, and it's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to have a giveaway, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know what we're going to do exactly, but we're gonna kind of show us drawing together, and we've picked the same player. I think we're going to do different medias. So it's going to be a big surprise here. We'll see what happens, but I'm just making sure my setup's working tonight. So hopefully somebody will log in here and just make sure my mic's working, and then I'm just going to leave it set up for the weekend so we can just boogie woogie on Sunday. I've got a Billy Shaw in front of me. He's a Hall of Fame football player for the Buffalo Bills. I am a Patriots fan, but anytime you get the opportunity to go to the National, which I will be doing this year for the first time. Actually, Scott and I are going to drive out together, which is pretty exciting. It's going to be a pretty sweet adventure. Hopefully we'll get some video on that. But I got a VIP pass, and there are 5 Hall of Famers that are signing. It's Billy Shaw, Jan Stenerud, who's a place kicker. I think it was Calvin Murphy, who's a basketball player that played for Houston. I think maybe another team or 2. Charlie Joyner played for the Chargers. Who am I missing? De La Milliere, who I think was also a Bills player. And again, I live in New York, but I'm not a Bills fan, but we'll take it. So there's 5 of those, and there's probably another couple that I want to draw. I don't know if I'm going to do Trammell. I don't know if I'm going to do Ortiz. He's pretty expensive. I kind of did a live stream there looking at some of the players that are there doing autographs, but I don't want to get caught up in autograph lines all day. So originally, jeepers creepers, Scott, you're on. Anyway, I guess I am going to draw. Hard to draw and talk at the same time. So, my friend, we're going to have to think about that. I get some tricks up my sleeve, I guess. But sky blue, I guess I can draw the big parts. Definitely can't draw the face and talk at the same time, though. That's going to be pretty difficult for me. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. We'll have to figure it out when it happens, I guess. But I don't want to get caught in autograph lines. Scott, I don't know if you're feeling the same way on that, but I have a feeling that there's going to be all these VIP tickets got sold out, and then people are selling them and stuff. I don't know what's going on, but seems like people are going to be there and in line. I get the feeling you could get caught in a line for an hour or something, and I don't want to do that. I want to go out and I want to look at cards, and I want to look at people. That sounded kind of weird, I guess, but I want to meet with people and hang out and just see. I'm mostly there for cards and people, mostly people, I guess, if I had to pick one or the other. But sitting in an autograph line for an hour or longer is not my thing. So I might have to whittle down. Originally, I was like, man, I got 18 signers with my VIP pass, and unless she gets mad at you for calling her old lady. I would assume that both our wives are fairly patient folks. And they know we're just joking around. Although, boy, this last couple of nights, my wife's been a little testy with me, but it is what it is. Half hour-ish. Okay, but I feel like, Scott, I feel like the lines, there's so many people, sold out show. I guess 2018 sold out if I hear the stories correctly, but it didn't sell out until like the last day or something. Somebody was saying, and this one sold out, weeks in advance. I do not like this blue, by the way. I have to blend it in a little bit here. Not cooperating very well. I guess I'll be all right. Get a shoulder pad there. Make sure he's got a little bit of a neckline here or whatever on the shirt. I think with these sold out crowds, it sounds like there's, all the VIPs are gone. What is this? Okay, that's his number. I got to be careful when I'm talking here. Some of these finer areas can get you caught pretty easy. And then as soon as you lay in some color in the wrong place, boom, the whole thing's done. And my goal is to not throw out my pictures or my drawings. I guess they're not pictures by definition. So I don't know. I'm nervous that these autograph lines are going to take an hour. So I don't know. I'm not going to do, originally I was going to do maybe 14 of them or something like that. And then you get to thinking, well, the autographers that come with the VIP pass are not, I don't want to take anything away. They're, be careful here again. I got a number in here, but they're professional ball players, and a lot of times probably I would TTM them, but time is money, and I probably could TTM them. Just a little bit of his thumb poking through there, it looks like. So I got to leave that out. So maybe it's better off I could just TTM them, but none of them are really, there's, a couple that played for the Red Sox, so maybe I'll get those guys. I don't know. Cecil Cooper is one of them. Boy, I do not like this blue marker. It's interesting with these alcohol markers. Yeah. I gotta slow my roll because I got first timers syndrome, like I'm gonna get all the free ones, Well, they're not free though because you're paying for it. You're paying big money for that VIP package, and I know you get some free cards and things like that, but everybody's saying they're not that great. So it's not like there's a whole lot of value in those card packs. But I gotta pick. I gotta pick. Now, Jan Stenerud's going to be at the party, I think, on Wednesday, Scott. So, and maybe like two of the other ones that I was looking to get might be at the VIP party Wednesday night, or there's one maybe Thursday night. So it's after hours kind of thing. So those are okay, right? Because those are like a separate thing. It's not going to take away from the show. So I'm going to go after those guys for sure. And I think Cecil Cooper is one of those, maybe. I can't remember. Or Cecil Cooper? Cecil Cooper, Cecil Fielder? I don't know. Anyway. Man, this blue marker lays down some heavy alcohol. Gotta watch it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta re-strategize. I was trying to strategize the other night, and I thought I had a plan, and then it's like, man, I'm not gonna be able to get everybody here. These guys got some sort of color in the sleeve here that's not showing up on this You gotta leave some room for that. I have to make it up a little bit. No, it's too late. Sometimes you got to improvise. There's a little bit of blue there, a little bit of blue here. The other thing is these markers are not fine at all. Holy moly! So I got to come in with a fine line. I'll leave a little bit there. Okay, what am I doing? I gotta be careful around this mask. Yeah, it's definitely Fielders on Wednesday. Gotcha. Now, Scott's gonna have to tell all the stories. I don't have any crazy stories. Cooper's on Thursday. There we go. It's tough. And the other thing too, like right now, I have this camera right here, and it is like literally in my face. So I'm looking around it at the picture. So to get the right angle so that you guys can see what's happening in live session here, the ergonomics of this is kind of weird. And then my laptop has to be over there because I have to have a lot of open space here for lighting so I don't create too many shadows. So and maybe this is not the best setup. I'd like to have some overhead light, but then I'll create a downward shadow. So I've got 4 LED lights going right now that I'm trying to fill in from different angles so that this shows up at least halfway decent. But I'm not in love with it, but I think it's going to work for Sunday. But I'm drawing around. I've got a tripod right here, and then the camera on top of it, on top of a tripod, so that you can see the work. If I put it down too low, you can't get the right angle to see the work, so it's got to be up a little bit. And then I'm trying to look over yonder to wherever yonder is, to watch the comments. And tonight's fine because we got, looks like 3 people in here right now. We're just kind of hanging out. There's a comment, every minute or whatever. But I have a feeling on Sunday we're going to get, at least 30 or 40 people in there. Maybe that's my hope. I don't know. Maybe it'll only be 10, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But I think we'll have a few more people in than 3. And I'm interested to see what's happening. It sounds like Mrs. Reindeer might be helping read some comments at least, and so Scott can use Mrs. Reindeer to help us with that, and maybe we'll make it work that way. But it's definitely not easy to do this. And the other thing that people don't realize too is an hour is going to go by really quick. And I'm interested to see what Scott's going to get into, because the thing with using alcohol markers is as soon as you lay that down, the alcohol kind of evaporates, it lays the ink down, and then you're good. You can kind of come right on. Matter of fact, if you're trying to blend areas, sometimes you have to go back and kind of re-wet it a little bit because it dries so fast. But in a setup that we're talking about here on Sunday, where we're going to try to draw something in an hour, these markers are pretty slick. But I think Scott's got a little something going on that I'm intrigued on how he's going to do it. So it's going to be a little something different, which is interesting. Yonder Alonso, that's who we're drawing? Your mom might watch? That's awesome. Hey, we got to get viewers however we can get them, Scott. We just lost 2. Just you and me now. So, yeah, that'd be cool. I don't think my mom knows how to get on. What am I doing here? He's got a sleeve here. This is the degree of difficulty is a lot higher right now. I normally do this with no mic. So I got my good microphone. Sticks and seams, what's going on, man? I don't want to spill the beans on anything, but I'm just going to tell you I hung out with Lance this week. I think you know Lance. I'm pretty sure he drove you down south way back when or something like that. But I got to hang out with him and his two boys this week, so that's pretty cool. Things are going well there. His boys are like 6 and 5. Crazy that we all have kids. Let's see what's going on here. Sleeve. But I thought you would appreciate that. Lance Romance. I was just going to say that. I was like, Lance Romance. That's how I have him in my phone too, man. It's funny. So whenever he calls, it's Lance Romance calling. Now he's just Daddy Lance. Which is crazy, man. I never thought that that would happen. Well, I guess I thought it would happen. Actually, it kind of happened how I thought it would happen. Anyway. This is a little bit of inside guy. We just, Sticks and Seams and I know the same guy, so. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to put a little shadowing in. This blue marker is really messing with me. Some of these alcohol markers, so I got, these are, it's just a cheap brand. It's like Beliza or something. I don't know. I have another, my first set, some of them I used up all the ink on them or whatever, but there's a little bit of a different brand, but I think it's made like in the same factory kind of thing. Some of the markers, I forgot my thought, but some of the markers have like lay down a lot of ink and alcohol all at once, and then some of them you got to really coax it out of them, and this one is just laying it down heavy. Let's see, he's got a little bit of a crinkle in his shirt here. I'll just draw that in. I tend to get fairly precise with the main part of the drawing, and then I kind of wing the shading and whatnot. So it's maybe not a perfect rendition of what my reference picture is. Maybe I should do a better job of that. I don't know. Just kind of winging it. So I'm not in love how it looks even in the reference picture. All right, Scott. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, if you wanna fire up your rig just to make sure it's working, we can do that too. Just let me know. And Sunday morning, we can do it as well. Just to make sure, probably we should do it is what I'm saying, just to make sure that we're okay, seeing how we're going to be on the big stage and whatnot. Anyway, appreciate you popping in, buddy. Can't wait, man. I'm super pumped to go to the National. Pretty excited. Scott and I are going to be driving out together, so that's pretty darn cool. Hopefully these athletes, I'm somewhat hesitant with this because all of these drawings, like everything I've done, I've sent out TTM, and they get it and they sign it, and they're probably like, "Who's this guy? Like drawing this crappy drawings?" And let me just focus here for a second. There's a little blob of blue right in here that I want to get. Pretty precise. And I don't know. They look at it and they're like, I don't know if it looks good or if it looks bad, or they're like offended. I mean, they seem to sign it, so maybe I'm okay. Let's see here. Blue, blue, blue. The other one is sock. This is another area. If you get these, they got patterns in their socks. So if you're not careful, you put the wrong color down, and then you get a problem. Although if you do it on the first sock, you're okay, because then you can just kind of like make up your own pattern and nobody knows. Little secret. or not. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I hate throwing drawings away, so it doesn't have to be perfect for me. And who remembers what their socks look like? Not me. Anyway. But I'm a little bit nervous. Like, I'm going to see these guys and get like feedback on it. So I'm hoping they're like, oh, that's great. Your picture looks nice. I really appreciate you taking time to draw that or something. And I hope there's nobody like, wow, that's like a really ugly picture. That would be devastating for a extremely amateur guy like me. I mean, I have no formal training, so. Oh, maybe that's probably better. Like somebody like Scott threw out a drawing, and they're like, "Wow, that's ugly, man." Well, then that's on him because he's got formal training. I'm just some guy that's doodling around and playing with markers or whatever. But Sunday's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be a little bit of a duel, if you will. And I'm going to take Scott out. I think he's gone now, so everybody's gone. So now I can talk it up. Nobody's listening. I'm going to take Scott out on Sunday. I'm going to take him way out. I'm going to win the battle. Hardcore. All right, what am I doing? Blue. There's a little bit of blue in the helmet, but I don't know if I want to lay that down with that marker or not. That hand looks pretty tough. What am I going to do here? Salmon pink. Oops. See, and I'm already knocking this stuff. National, man. I'm going to the National. I'm pretty excited about it. Originally, I was not going to go. Just too many things going on, and it's kind of a long way, and a lot of, I kind of look at it, it's like, there's a lot of money that if I got to do that, I could just buy cards. Like, why, like, I'll just stay home and then buy cards. That's what I did in 2019. It was in Cleveland, I think. And I was like, man, I could probably get to Cleveland and go, but then it's like, okay, there's going to be a hotel room and gas and all this stuff to get there because they're going to drive out. And shadings from the bottom here. To get this right. Probably gonna have to come in with a darker color there, but anyway. But even then I started looking at it like, I could spend, I don't know, $150 in gas. You're gonna spend. I do have some hotel points for traveling and stuff for work, so that's pretty good. So I think hotel's zero, but you're gonna spend, a bunch in gas, and then you're probably gonna overspend on eating. I mean, it's entertainment. You're gonna hang out. You're gonna spend money, and I'm sure there's other, line items that I'm not accounting for, but I can just stay home and buy those cards though, So this kind of shading goes right in here, a little bit of highlight on the elbow. This is a little bit darker than that. Okay, I'm gonna make this whole thing darker and then come back in. Leave a highlight there, and then this is going to be darker than that. So I don't know. You look at Chicago, you get to fly out there, but I know Scott and I are going to drive, but that's nice when you get two guys, so we'll put in for gas and kind of split that. And I'm trying to get a hotel, but man, I can't find a hotel with 2 rooms that's close enough. That's the problem right now. So we have a hotel room. Scott booked one. It's got two beds in it, so we're good. But man, it'd be nice if I can find one where I can use my points. So that's what I'm really after. Yeah, that's right, man. I should try to keep an eye for that. Man, it's when you're collecting a set like that, it's almost like it's like the only place that you can go. It's like you have to go to these big shows like I would assume maybe there's something maybe at Dallas or one of these bigger ones. There's one up here in New York, this White Plains. I haven't been to it. Um but I'd like to go to that one. Supposedly that one's a fairly large show. Um, so you would assume that some of that stuff would show up, at one of those. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. A lot of these dealers you think would have eBay stores, so most of it should be kind of some of the, those are kind of bigger ticket items, so maybe they would list them. I don't know. Don't know, man, but I'll try to keep an eye out for that. See if I can find one. You'll have to send me an email with the ones that you need, and then I'll keep an eye out. It's the best I can do. I need to make a kind of a want list or whatever. I don't know, a goal or something list. But the problem with me is I collect everything. Pretty much, all the New England sports teams and then Hall of Famers. So, I mean, if you just openly collect Hall of Famers, you can find something of everything. All right. Yeah, definitely send me an email. I'll put it on my list of things to look for. We almost need to get like I know people have it, like you make like a Google sheet and you can share it. But it'd be nice if there was like one spot that everybody could put like their lists. I gotta be careful here because I'm working. When you're over in the mask area, you can't mess up the colors. And I got an eyeball in here too that I gotta watch out. Darn faces get me every time. I guess I haven't officially asked. I'm assuming my audio is coming in fairly good. I've got my professional mic that I hardly ever use. Oh man, what do I got going on here? That's a chin strap. Whew, sometimes you got to just take a deep breath. Make sure you're not coloring in. I'm having a hard time because I'm looking through the tripod. Let's get a little bit of a cheek action here. There's not much face that comes through here, if any, so I'm going to leave that blank. It's chin strap. Metal chin strap. It's looking pretty good right there. All right, buddy, man. We'll see you Sunday. Appreciate you popping in. Like I said, shoot me an email with which ones you're missing on that, and I'll put it in my notes. I'm going to make a little notebook up that has cards I'm looking for. So shoot me an email, and I'll put your cards for that set in my email or in my notebook. See here, nose. All right, I got sidetracked there for a second, just working on the face. Although you can't really see the face, can you? It's interesting. That's all right. I'm going to lay some red down right in here, and you'll see that red. Buffalo. Buffalo, buffalo, the buffalo is red. Make sure I get this thing right. Buffalo. I'll have to come in and fill it in. It's actually pretty hard to see. Through this tripod. Good enough. Now, these numbers have red around them. Nobody else is popping in, which is okay. It's easy to get sidetracked here, though, when you're doing the detail. Stay out of that. There's a thumb that pops up in there. Whew. All right. I think we're good. It's bump that. It's a good run. See how the lighting is. Good enough. But super pumped about Hobbypalooza. Guys, enjoy, and gals, enjoy the weekend. Lots of good streams going on, so check those all out. And we'll see you guys 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central, Sunday afternoon. And we'll have some giveaways. So hopefully we'll see you all there. And again, thanks for clicking. And if you guys are open anything, best of luck to you. Don't forget to collect to connect. It's the people in the hobby that are the best part. Have an awesome night.